Welcome back to Colony Wars. Now that we've seen all the bad endings, it's time to see what can happen if the League starts seeing some success. Picking up from where we left off in Draco, we hit their supply line, blew up a mining base, and captured their comms craft, ensuring that the League wouldn't be detected as they engage the Navy in Draco. With these two missions, we're going to open the way to Sol and the 4th and 5th ending of the game.
How many childhoods were lost around the rings of Selene or above the surface of Eurydice? Rookers were becoming hardened to the fluctuations of war as innocent fears were forgotten in the searing heat of battle. We hope the Navy were learning those fears as we were losing ours. We were like an organism, cells working in harmony. We felt that Draco was falling to the League and morale was high. The capture of the Navy comms craft had severed their contact with Empire control. There would never be a better time to strike.
Further incursion into Draco is now sustainable. Key Navy communication links remain incapacitated. Manufacturing and research facilities throughout the system are currently being located for guerrilla raids. Concealed research bases on Shelina are known to be contributing sensitive information hostile to League ambitions. League fleets in the Shelina zone are experiencing sporadic attention from a lone Navy cruiser. Anti-League intelligence is thought to be on board. We have a League frigate in the zone which will pursue the craft as it attempts to leave the system. You are required to support the frigate and disable the enemy cruiser. League APCs will then dock for intelligence retrieval.
Now this is a special mission. I remember this from my childhood specifically.
Hey, pilot, we need you to disable this cruiser so we can send in the troops. Hold it. Incoming fighters detected. Can you clear them?
So the first thing this frigate does, this frigate has paper-thin armor, should I say. It is burning fuel, just charging in one direction, the cruiser's charging in another. But what you have to do immediately is zero in on the fighters that are going to go blow up that frigate in about the span of 20 seconds. The game doesn't tell you this, so you're going to be going after that cruiser thinking, oh, alright, it's just cloaking, it'll appear later. No, these fighters are just going to wreck that frigate. Happened plenty of times to me.
Yeah, there goes all of its stuff. Wow.
What did not happen plenty of times to me is what's about to be happening here.
Your League status has now been lost.
Yeah, the game did not take kindly to the EMP cannon's hidden frigate too much.
Well, alright. Guess you're just... You know, I would wait till, maybe see if they save your lives or not before you just hold the court-martial. I don't know. Just, nope, fire him. Right now. Right now, I don't care.
Too much EMP is hitting our ship. Traitor. Just a complete traitor.
He shot us 4 times. That's not enough. Just won't accept it. Okay, good.
Nice work. Now, disable...
And it's hitting afterburners again, and the cruiser will launch another ship that will go after it. This guy is probably the best pilot we've seen so far. I put it on high speed just so you could see... I think this was about like 40 seconds of sustained flying just to catch up to them.
Sure.
But this mission is special because it leads into a really cool mission that you can't get unless you beat this or level select.
Sure.
Anyway, I take out that fighter and we disable the cruiser as normal.
So this mission here is on the unmitigated success line. You've never failed yet.
Yeah,
okay.
We're doing great. I like the music when it's sped up.
Great. The defense grid's down. We're sending in the APCs. Keep them covered.
This guy really has no idea what accent he's going for. It's wonderful.
I think he doesn't really give a crap about the mission either. He's just here to captain his ship and
Yeah.
Anyway, the tornadoes will start jumping out to hit the APCs. We've seen this before, so there will be a cut. Just when the APC gets hit. And these guys are just like this. It just goes to show they're going right for that APC, so you got to be on top of this.
Sure, they don't want you screwing around on anything other than the mission objective.
Well, on the bright side, there are 3 APCs that launch if 2 get destroyed.
Just one at a time.
We've got got the troops on board. Nice work, pilot.
Commencing docking sequence.
But we're not going to see that awesome mission because that's mission 3. So we got to see mission 2 first, which is a failure. And the failure on this and top and bottom wing just clip right through there.
Yeah, sure, why not?
No, only use EMP weapons. This cruiser mustn't be destroyed until we've retrieved all information aboard.
All right. Put down your sarsaparilla, sir.
He's gonna have something great to say in a second.
Well, at least she won't be giving us any more trouble. Shame we never got that information, though. Come back on board, pilot. Your mission.
Well, you disobeyed a direct order, but hey, that explosion was pretty cool. Ah, well, it's okay. Let's go home.
Look, if I know anything about Southern Gentleman, he is going to tan your hide as soon as you get back in there.
Assuming the wall of the ship
Supply
doesn't.
routes leading to and from Draco are now reporting the presence of aggressive Navy craft. This indicates that further enemy forces may be on their way to the system. The cruiser, which recently escaped League attention, is now threatening cargo transporters,
Yeah,
setting up
escaped.
vital links to our forces. Foodstuffs and fuel are essential to the establishment of an effective League presence within Draco. It is now essential that this cruiser is destroyed.
I just did.
It was a decoy.
Locate and defend this League convoy.
The explosion was a
Engage
hologram.
and destroy
That's
the
right.
enemy cruiser.
The actual cruiser cloaked right at the beginning and never uncloaked. It just left.
That's kind of true because when they cloak,
Let's take this baby out.
oh, this guy's voice is pretty incredible. This cruiser is actually kind of dangerous.
Warning. Incoming enemy fighters detected.
Let's get them. Then back to that cruiser. We've got to save those transporters. We can't afford to lose that cargo of Oxylex.
I'm not even going to begin to speculate what that cargo is, but I'm sure we can all begin speculating on where this guy's from.
Yeah, well, I assume it has something to do with oxygen. Some life support related thing. I don't know.
Yeah, this cruiser is actually doing its job and will tear apart the cargo transporters. But hey, we've got an ally who's actually shooting back at people too.
You know, it's really impressive how good of an aim you have considering you're using slower than light weapons in space. Pretty sure I could ride my bicycle faster than those lasers are flying.
Well, it's a good thing these guys aren't trying to avoid them then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I never said it, but basically when the orange thing is on the top, that means I'm not correctly aligned with what's the word that I should use here, because I don't know the space term for this. Either way, I'm upside down.
Oh, your down is not to the nearest gravity well or whatever. Sure.
Yeah.
That's fine. There's no real up or down in space. Or anywhere. Tell that to your elementary school teachers, kids. I went to a very postmodern elementary school.
Also tell them about how that Navy cruiser exploded, but is still here somehow.
It was a different one. Didn't have any Oxylex on it or whatever it was called.
This is command. Mission complete. Well done. Return to base.
Jump sequence initiated.
Ease up on that League status thing.
You know, it comes to mind I haven't really tried to do that a whole lot. But here we go.
It is becoming clear that without certain items of intelligence, our threat to Draco is limited. As we now have possession of a Navy cruiser, we are able to attempt the retrieval of this information. It is the Navy's intention to hold a funeral marking the death of a high-level officer. Our captured cruiser will join the funeral convoy before breaking the line and employing a tractor beam to retrieve the body once it is fired into space. The silicon databanks located within the corpse's skull can then be decrypted. The captured cruiser must be defended, as once its identity is known, extreme Navy aggression is likely. Due to the clandestine nature of this operation, shielded broadcast beams only must be employed. You are assigned a captured Navy interceptor for this mission. Good luck.
It has the armaments of the demon, though. It has plasma cannons and all that, and moves just as slow. It's not an interceptor.
That's kind of disappointing. I was hoping it would actually be unique.
Damn it. So there's only one way to fail this mission outside of just getting shot to hell. I thought I was going to be preemptive and take out... The frigates are fair game. Not yet, though. And I forgot that fact. You'll see in a second here.
Lest his spirit never come to rest. This is Imperial Navy Command. Your pathetic computer override has been defeated. Dissent will not be tolerated. Colonial Navy fighter auto-destruct sequence activated. 10.
And, not Hitler up there is counting down the destruction of my fighter. Mission failed. Even if you destroy the command craft, it's still gonna happen, which is really unfortunate.
Shields destroyed.
Bam.
Oh, disappointing.
Let's try that again.
This is such a... I don't know. What do you call it? A loophole? A security risk? Why do you keep, like, high value intelligence on a corpse that you just shoot into space?
And they cast his body.
You know, that's what I was going to say, but I figured everyone would just get it anyway and be like, yeah, this is totally happening. Anyway, our cruiser's gonna jet forward and tractor that thing in.
Detected us, pilot. Fighters closing.
Who's the they he's referring to?
We've initiated jump sequence.
Is he quoting some space scripture or something?
Probably
I mean,
he wrote the epitaph, I guess.
yeah, but who's the they?
They
Like-
being the Navy, maybe. That was not intended to rhyme. And we're going up against a lot of Stormlords. I hate Stormlords. If you can destroy the frigates now. You can shoot at the command craft, but if you destroy it, he comes back from the grave to set off the self-destruct anyway. And there's I think it's a destroyer or a dreadnought behind us. I think if you shoot at that, it also, causes the issue. And if the cruiser gets destroyed, same thing, you just get blown up. Because the cruiser is protecting you. Oh, it is a destroyer, okay. And that thing is moving quick. But it's only a threat to you, it won't actually attack the cruiser. The Stormlords are the only things that'll take care of the cruiser.
So why do they not know that you're a traitor already? I mean, why isn't he just self-destructing your ship right now?
You know how you mentioned that thing about loopholes? And the one thing about that is hole. And in this case, it might be considered a plot hole. Maybe it's just like, oh my god, all these things are happening. I have no idea what's going on. People are just shooting each other. Maybe that's the whole thing. They're just causing lots of confusion.
Well, the fighters don't seem to have an issue telling who they should be shooting at.
Did you hear the voice on that guy? I don't think he has any idea what he's doing here at all. He's just there to look tough.
I don't know. He did self-destruct you.
This is Imperial Navy Command. I mean, just listen to that guy.
Yeah, that's a Earth accent if ever I heard one.
And this frigates, no one cares about frigates. They just go up in flames. Man, that cruiser's already lost its shields. That's not good. But it's about to warp out. We'll be good in a second.
Is there any tactical advantage to destroying the frigates, or do you just do it to...
Because
rack up your
explosions.
kills? Yeah, got it.
Yeah, gotta do as much damage as I can.
I mean, they don't launch fighters or threaten your cruiser in any way.
The destroyer is actually the one launching these.
Right. So
Which
the
I can't
frigates are
destroy
just-
because I'll fail.
Jump gate open. We're out of here.
Okay.
Coming?
Yes, I am. That I like that ending right there. Just for the fact that I blew up a guy in the ending cutscene, I gotta let it play out. But if you fail that mission, you get this mission.
Infiltration by powerful Navy hardware suggests that enemy supply routes have been established beyond Draco. Intelligence reports indicate that limited warnings have been circulated to a number of key Imperial command centers. Previously unrecorded weaponry is now being encountered. Incoming pulses received from League Space Station 73.4 verify an immediate threat from a Navy destroyer using unidentified tactical beam weapons. Strike cannons will be used against the destroyer. However, the cannons must first be transferred to the correct location. Provide support cover to units moving the strike cannons. Ensure that the cannons are protected, enabling them to successfully engage the enemy craft.
73.4? What happened to Station 73?
Maybe... about the space station, that's a good point, actually, because these are the ones that are described as being so outdated, but they keep making them like this. So they're prone to falling apart. I guess that's the explanation here.
So 60% of it fell apart, is that what happened?
I'm sure it is.
So they had to build a new one, but...
Yeah, it's all
This is like a ship of Theseus sort of situation, isn't it?
prefab space stations.
If you have Space Station 73 and you replace 60% of the parts, is it still Space Station 73? This is the sort of philosophical question that leads to
All
space.
I know is there's a destroyer coming this way, and it is about to make it 73.4 deceased. And then we'll probably build 74 in there.
So this is what happens if you fail to retrieve the body, but...
Yeah, I guess they just send that destroyer out to cause some havoc.
Sure. Okay. I'm not quite sure how that leads to this, but I've given up questioning it.
Yeah, if you succeed in mission 2, you go straight to 5.
Right.
That's a lie. That all they said right there, complete lie. They're actually in position right now because the destroyer is like afterburnering its way over here.
Right.
Do you remember in the last video how it only took two strike cannons, one shot to bring down a League Dreadnought?
I do remember that.
It's going to take 5 strike cannons, a bunch of shots to take down a destroyer.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah, there's the dissonance between League and Navy fleetcraft, but a Dreadnought does not go down in one shot. Cool your jets, buddy.
You almost had a friendly fire incident there.
Almost. Why isn't that guy being court-martialed?
Well, he doesn't actually do any damage.
Just floating there all smug.
Yeah, it's because he's got NPC weapons, which don't actually do real damage.
We haven't got a chance.
Wow, he almost got himself strike cannoned.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're actually doing damage to this thing, though.
Can you just blow it up yourself? Or is it just... No, it doesn't work that way.
Well, I can do damage to it, it's just they're doing it much more than I can.
Sure.
You know, when I actually went through to fail the missions, I could not fail this mission. It was utterly impossible because the strike cannons never got blown up, and the destroyer just dies really fast. It's a really weird mission. You can't even fail that.
So destroying the strike cannons yourself just means you lose your...
Yeah, get traded.
Manufacturing bases. The Navy presence has subsequently decreased, as emergency repair units are fully engaged on sabotaged industrial units. Tactical support projections suggest that League victory within Draco is now possible. However, Navy command units are being encountered, suggesting further resistance. Scanning reveals a Navy command craft in the region of a new League starport. It is surmised that high-ranking military personnel are on board. Removal of this craft could seriously damage the effectiveness of the Navy's chain of command. You are required to intercept and destroy this command craft.
Here's the only instance where we get to take down a Navy command craft.
Come on, pilot, let's get that craft. Intelligence guess it's virtually unsupported, so this should be easy.
Intelligence has never been right yet. Not once. But okay.
The best thing about command craft is, and I meant to show you a video of this earlier, but I completely forgot.
Uh-oh, this looks tough.
Oh, this looks tough. Now, about command craft, the video for it, it describes that it is suggested that on Navy command craft, they are not actually command craft, but recreational retreats for high-ranking officers where they are treated to expensive drinks, exotic food, and well, not exotic food, but exotic leisure experiences, and that the Tsar is known to frequent these things himself. However, the rank and file know nothing of these activities. But this one is definitely not one of those recreational retreats, that's for sure.
They've got my access codes. Oh, they've started my little destruct sequence. I can't
well.
Gotta destroy the signal. Gotta get that command craft.
Okay. Man, those codes are nothing but a liability.
Self-destruct in 3 minutes.
Have a nice day, flyboy.
Yeah, you get 3 minutes to blow up a command craft. It has no defenses, so it is really easy, as that guy was saying. And hey,
You know,
the ending to this is really
if you have a
good.
self-destruct on your thing, never mind. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Let's just look at this.
Struck sequence aborted. Have a nice day.
There is just something really satisfying about that.
Commence
Have a nice day, as that guy just gets blown to the next dimension. Like, I just love seeing the debris out there.
Not even a word of thanks from our weirdly accented
Here's
buddy.
the same thing as Dreadnought versus Dreadnought here.
The two sons of the Draco system were playing havoc with League fleet metabolisms. Light to dark, then to light again. Our body clocks were beating double time. I heard that pilots flying by Helios were sending messages of friendship to all their comrades before battle. Those in the Hecate zone were backbiting and recriminating before they'd even hit launch. Maybe the rumors were true. Maybe those suns were more than just gas and vapor. Whatever, the tension was real. Pulling in 2 directions, no one knew where we were heading.
We have a serious engagement in the Harmonia zone, approaching Helios. Solar interference is disrupting scans and digital broadcasts are defective. However, encrypted data indicates the presence of a Navy destroyer threatening a League destroyer. Loss of significant hardware at this stage could result in the reversal of League ambitions. It is essential that the Navy craft is destroyed before the League ship is terminated. Maximum protection is necessary. Converge on the threatened craft and provide full cover. Protect the League facility and engage all hostile units. The enemy destroyer must be terminated. This battle may well dictate the fate of the Draco system.
So just like just Dreadnought versus Dreadnought, it's a one-off mission.
This is Command. Destruction of enemy presence is priority.
Man, League Destroyer
Target
looks so
and
cool.
engage Navy destroyer. Successful outcome of this mission is essential.
And we see the very rare T-57 Blizzard, the equivalent to the Demon, which is their heavy support. You don't see this too often, but yeah.
Can we get some of those cloaking devices on our capital ships? They seem super convenient.
We do have them, we just don't use them when it's convenient.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get into how the cloaking system works.
It's a plot button. Yeah.
It pretty much is. I like how they can fly through the engines and not take any damage, but I go near it, and then I lose like all my shields in 3 seconds.
If there's one criticism I'll have of this game, it's the asymmetry of the simulation like that.
Unfortunately, it's like that in a lot of games. But hey, we've got allies doing stuff.
It's true. I just wish you could set it up right so that, your capital ships actually do real damage with their weapons. You can have them outnumbered, but...
I know, it's just, it really bothers me. I know it's because they want the player to do everything or the player to feel like they're doing everything, but Free Space you could have your capital ships actually doing damage to people.
Right. I mean, I know that you end up in mission situations like the last one where you literally can't fail it if you don't set it up right. But even so, it just sort of wears a bit thin if you see too egregious an example. I don't know. Just
like
flying through an engine's not that bad.
Damn it. Every time. I'm never going to get away from this.
Command received. Mission is complete. Return to base.
What's an analog message?
Well, it's not digital, I can tell you that much.
Oh, thank goodness. What?
That's that, though. Now, the next video, we're getting onto the Sol system, and there's 26 missions in total in that one. It's 1/3 of the game's total amount of missions, so we're finally going to see the League winning, seeing some success. Next time, we're going to see the canon ending. I've been Loon, joined by Ms. Mundafund, and we'll see you then.